Alright guys, and welcome back to Living Pacific Northwest. Today I'll be doing a review on the Sno-Seal Wax for leather shoes. So this stuff is supposed to keep your feet dry in snow, rain, sleet, anything, any sort of wet environment is supposed to help. I have put these on my work boots, but not real leather boots. My work boots are more or less pleather, vinyl, whatever you want to call it. And I work in about 1.5 inches of water and chemical all day, 10 hours a day, 4 days a week. And this product did all right. It did for the first 2-3 days, did amazing. After that, I don't know if it was the chemicals or the water or what, but it started to come off the boots. Not these ones, but my work boots. So I didn't reapply them because I ended up tearing my sole off on that shoe anyways. I ended up going through, I don't know, a shoe every 3 to 6 months, 6 months if I'm lucky. So I got this stuff to try to help prolong the life of my shoes. Didn't really work with my work boots. So I'm going to try with my leather cowboy boots. Yeah, these are kind of just my beater boots. They're in kind of rough shape. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera, but I'm going to put this stuff on it. And how you apply this is you can either put the boots in the oven at about 100 and I think they said 70 degrees, the lowest your oven will go, for 5-10 minutes, just until the leather gets warm. Just enough to melt this wax. And it's really squishy wax, so it melts really fast and really easily. So you just gotta warm the boots up. It only takes 5-10 minutes. You can do it in the oven. I did that with my work boot. I'm gonna do it with these boots. The other methods were just to get a hair dryer. I don't have a hair dryer because I don't have too much hair. So hair dryer, you put the wax on there, and you sit there with the hair dryer, and you would melt the wax into the boots, and then rub it in. You're supposed to use a cloth to apply this stuff. Last time I just used an old sock. You apply it on and you wipe it off. It's super simple. I'll show you guys step by step how to do it. I'm gonna go get the oven ready and throw my boots in there. Alright, now that the boots are nice and warm, I'm going to use a sock. This is the dirty old sock I don't use. Okay, so all I'm going to do is take our wax here, get a good amount on finger, bam, come over here and just wipe it on. And this will make your boots darker. So I don't know if that's what you're going for, if you're okay with it, but I'm more than okay with making these boots dark. They're actually kind of dark when I bought them. They've kind of got a little light on me for some reason, probably because I don't take care of them, but it's all right. I'm just going to go around and fill in all these cracks in here. I don't know if you can see that. Get all the cracks in. If there's excess, just let it sit on there for a little while. And then once it completely hardens and dries, that's when you can take it off. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the excess on there. But I'm just gonna leave it on there. It's starting to cool down. I think I got all of it. That's what the first book looks like. Do a quick comparison real quick. Looks pretty good. You can definitely see the color, and I don't know if you are wanting the color like that, but I definitely like that color. These are done. Clean, pretty boots. I still have to wipe off the excess. I didn't put any on here because this is already not really waterproof, but it's definitely a different material. No, it's not. It's leather, obviously, but it's a different, I don't know, cured different, or it's got a protective stuff on it. It's different. Throwing things. Let me see how much of this stuff I can take off. I'm not really getting too much excess on there. I don't really want to wipe it all off. I'm just lightly going over and getting all the excess. Is that. Pretty simple to apply it. Now I'm going to go play out in the rain with it real quick. I'm going to let it sit just a little bit longer. Alright guys, got my shoes on. I really like the color. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks really good. I like it. I like the dark color. We're gonna go outside and see how waterproof these are. See how much I can get my feet wet. Alright, this will be the test boot. I don't see why we need to do 2 boots, but of course it stops raining when we get out here, so we'll probably just use the garden hose, which is the max amount of wetness. So we'll see. Start on low. There we go. Alright. So as you can see, it's a pretty good stream. And, oh, there we go. So that did it off really well. I think that worked pretty well. Pretty well. We can go inside and see if my shoe's wet. Alright, so I think that worked really well. As you guys saw, I just ran the hose over it for a while. Only part that got wet was right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. But it's no big deal. There's some waters, but it's just, I'm sure I can get it to come off or blow it off, but it felt cold, obviously, because I was using cold water, but I don't think it's wet. I'm going to stick my hand in there and check it. Definitely not wet. It's dry, super dry. But I am very surprised about that, actually. I did not think it would let you just sit there and hold the garden hose over it and spray it, but it did. So yeah, even if this doesn't work for you the way you want it to, which I don't see why it wouldn't, excuse me, it made the boots darker. It made the boots darker, and that's, for me, that is a big plus. I really like the fact that I made the boots darker. They're getting light and starting to look worn out, and you can probably see cracks here, cracks there, but it does show the cracks a little bit more. It does show they're a little bit more defined. I don't know if you guys can see that, but before you couldn't really see them unless you look directly at it. But work boots, dealing with chemicals all day, it worked for 2 or 3 days, like I said, but it didn't help preserve my boots the way I wanted it to. I might give it another go because those were old boots. I was trying to spend $6 on this rather than another $80 on another pair of boots. But as you saw, it worked. They're dry. I don't see why it's dry. I don't know how long it'll work, but there's still a good layer of wax that I left on there. So maybe that's the key. Just leave a little extra wax. Here in Washington, it rains like crazy. It snows every once in a while. It doesn't snow too much, but I know I was wearing these in the snow and the rain and everything, right around here on the toes and back. It would get wet, and I could definitely feel it. Definitely got cold. Same thing on the sides right here. Nope, but that's the end of the review. If you guys want me to do more of these, let me know. I'm going to continue to try to get out and fish. Today, yesterday, and the day before was just rain. So I really want to get out and start fishing again. It's that time of year, but the weather's just terrible. I don't know if you can hear right now, but it's just coming down. Of course, when I get done with the review about this stuff, it starts to rain again. And I just moved, so I've been dealing with that. But that's it for this. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.